There's always horses chasing the peloton in the Tour de Hongrie. We had some deer action actually on Blockhouse today, so the deer are aplenty. I even heard a story about deer in some part of the world eating fermented fruit and going crazy. Today's stage from Kaposvar to Sexard. It is a flat stage, but the rain came late, a little bit of crosswind, but it wasn't as open in the finish when it came. So an interesting stage, and what would UAE team Emirates do? The answer was monitor closely who'd go in the breakaway, control the breakaway as that rain started to fall, because I guess Molima's in there who could be good in the punchy stages to come. But actually, for UAE, it's good that there's a breakaway with Eric Vetter, Vakuya, who's quite good for Flanders Barwaza, and Van Torenhout. It's good for Benoit Cosnefroy. He's got a lead now, excluding the sprinters. He's got a good lead. Don't have the bonus seconds in play that you could lose to other guys who might be going for GC. So I think it makes sense the way UAE approach today. We see this man, he's right, he's got the jacket off his shoulders or sort of on his shoulders loosely with his arms clutching the reins. Not as quick as the peloton, although they were on a bit of a downhill, so he was at a disadvantage. But the firemen were out. They didn't need to be. The rain came, the clouds came. We see the breakaway go down, wet, dry roads. So some patches dry, some patches wet. Breakaways crashing. Vokuya goes ahead. Mollema joins him with 20 k's to go. The gap's only 20 seconds, but on this wet descent, Mollema couldn't keep up with him. Sorry, Mollema's lost 6:10, so he's no GC threat whatsoever. But even for like UAE, they'll go for Milano. They're not overthinking it. They want to give him a chance to win. But here you see actually Cosnefroy telling the team, like, chill out. We need to get into some games, trying to split it again like yesterday. I've got the GC time. I just don't want to crash. We just want to get to the finish without incident because, the weather was really, really strong rain like we had in the Giro in stage 5. We see the wind on those flags in the center of the roundabout blowing really strongly. Jayco in better position today for Plapp. They kept him forward until the last 2 kilometers, so he didn't lose further time on GC. In fact, I don't think he really lost any time but the 2 seconds to Benoit yesterday. And the Bonies, they came back late. But we see Quick-Step take over with 1,500 meters to go. UAE, a bit of a jumble with the train for Milano. But yeah, Merlier's in this black rain jacket. He's really hard to pick out. He's got Bert van Leeuwenberger ahead of him. And normally with a sprint stage in the rain like this with corners, you start your lead out much earlier. You start your lead out from the front. You don't want to be moving up positions. You can't shoot from the back as easily. We see, I think, Lampard go clear with the Trek rider dropping the wheel. He's sort of doing a reverse lead out into the next corner, which is a left-hander coming up. And indeed, they don't need to shut him down. But because of the Trek rider losing the momentum, Modern Adventure Pro Cycling shoot up the left-hand side with pace. And actually, Van Leeuwenberger and Merlier don't take this corner very well. They take it really wide. Milano's on that wheel. You see they get squeezed out. And actually the inside of the 2 Modern Adventures cycling guys with Cantor, I think, for Astana, they take it better than Merlier. So Bert and Merlier get shuffled back. They lose like 5-7 wheels in that corner. And then Bert's trying to bring Merlier back. The problem is Gaviria just sends it here. And Bert then leaves Gaviria on a gap. No bother. Camera shoots back left and it shows Gaviria clear. The problem was Cantor gets in the middle of Merlier and Gaviria. So he then drops the wheel. Really, for once, a great tactic from Gaviria. His long-range sprint on the slight uphill drag in the rain. And he only gets nailed by the clinical Tim Merlier right at the end. Look at this uphill sprint. You see how Bert's trying to come back and then Gaviria jumps him. Merlier's about to jump into the draft, but Cantor sprints across. Merlier has to stop his sprint. Then he realizes Cantor's not getting back to Gaviria's wheel. He has to restart his sprint. Milano is also getting a free drag into this on the wheel of Merlier. Merlier gets back into the draft of Gaviria, shoots out. And when you're winning, you just keep winning. I mean, Merlier, he's so good. That's why he's the best sprinter, pure sprinter in the world at the moment, because he's just got such a nose for victory. This sprint didn't work out perfectly. It was hectic in the rain, people dropping wheels, Gaviria surprising them. But Merlier saying, sorry I had to do it to you, but I had to do it to you. But it was a good sprint from Gaviria. So Merlier wins again ahead of Gaviria, then Molano, Cantor, De Longy, nice result for him, then Ben Oliver, Buda, Zamborini, Einhorn, Davide Persico. Here's what the Belgian had to say after the race.
How was the whole stage in this weather and obviously the final sprint?
Oh, it was a cold a cold day in the end. Nervous bunch also. After yesterday, the surprise echelon, let me say. Today, everybody want to be in the front. In the end, was scared. So yeah, it makes it more dangerous and nervous with the rain and the cold. And the sprint himself, yeah, I was a bit surprised with the last corner. And got video take a good moment. And then I want to accelerate also, but the legs didn't want it anymore with the cold, I think. But in the end, I was lucky I can pass still got video.
In terms of GC, Merlier takes the leader's jersey back off Benoit, but there's a punchy stage to come where Merlier and Milano will lose time. Victor Vacuya, though, taking some important bonus seconds in the breakaway today. If he's able to survive in that punchy stage, he might be on for a GC top 10 or better. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you the recap tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.